Hello and welcome to the next entry in this video series where we're checking out submissions to the DungeonCrawler GameJam of 2026. And this time we will have a look at Dragon Orbs by Fluburbio. But before we have a look at the page and then jump into the game, here is a brief overview of this year's Game Jam. This year's DungeonCrawler Game Jam has been completely organized by the community, including donations for the prizes. The rules might look complicated, but can be summarized very quickly. Essentially, the goal is to make a grid-based dungeon crawler with first-person perspective like Wizardry, Dungeon Master or Legend of Grimrock. And like these games, the game must have combat or a substitute, a way to win, to lose, and a character value like hit points, which can also be increased. While the game itself needs to be made within the 9 days of the jam, it is allowed to prepare and to reuse code and assets as well as using AI. You also got to pick and implement one of the 4 themes revealed at the start of the jam. In total, more than 75 valid entries have been submitted in the jam, freely available for everyone to try out. And the winners are determined by votes from the community. Purpose of my videos is solely to provide feedback and entertainment. And with that said, let's get back to today's game. Dragon Orbs by Fluburbio. So let's have a look at the page first. There are a couple of known bugs, but let's read this first. Welcome to Dragon Orbs. The elder golden dragon, usually the benevolent watcher of these lands, has gone haywire. As we speak, it is threatening to break the balance of the 4 elements and plunge the world into chaos. You are an elementalist, one bearing the rare ability to tame dragons from all the 4 elements. It falls to you to collect the 4 elements' essences and appeal to the golden dragon, by force if need be. Okay, the graphics look very nice, very cute. Let's have a look at the known bugs. I made this game with a new framework, Pyre, never heard of that, and even though I tried to make it as fluid and bug-free as I could, bugs inevitably happen. Player movement is not locked while loading the level, and due to collisions being loaded a bit late, you can get stuck outside of bounds. Okay, so we just need to maybe give it a few more seconds when loading the game. If that happens, you can edit your save JSON while a file with a notepad. Look for the following keys and give them these values. Okay, if you want to speed up your playthrough, you could even give yourself lots of gold. I'm not judging. Oh no, we will try to finish it the normal way. Okay, let's have a look at the submission page here. I used an elemental rock, paper, scissors battle, and all the characters are dragons. Okay, most graphics were created by the team during the jam, and some audio assets were downloaded and made prior to the jam. Alright, and with that, let's jump into Dragon Orbs by Fluburbio. And here we are in the game. With escape we can open a menu, and I already decreased the background volume. I also set it to full screen, and the thing is that the game doesn't actually scale to full screen, but it's displayed as full screen because it's reducing the Windows resolution a bit, like I think DOSBox is doing that sometimes. But the thing is that for me it does not look perfectly scaled, and in OBS it's the original resolution, so I had to apply manual scaling in OBS. So it's not scaled perfectly, but neither it is scaled perfectly when you're playing that in full screen, because it's not the game itself which is scaling itself, but it's externally made basically. So we also have a switch for instant movement. I did not change that, but we will probably have a look at that in the game. And we also have credits here, made for the DungeonCrawler GameJam 2026, programming, game design and textures by Matthew Bonithon. And these are all external credits. Hold space to exit. Okay, new game. Welcome to Dragon Orbs. The elder golden dragon, usually the benevolent. Okay, we had that. By force if need be. But first I need to know more about you. Okay, take the quiz. Question 1 of 5. You find a locked chest in the dungeon. What do? Smash it with a rock. Look for a hidden mechanism to pick the lock. Analyze the lock carefully to find the corresponding key. Ignore it and stick to your main path. Look for a hidden mechanism to pick the lock. Analyze the lock carefully. Let's take this one. An arrogant knight challenges you to a duel for no reason. Stand your ground, shield raised, and wait. Trip him while he's monologuing and run away laughing. Try to reason with him and de-escalate the situation. Accept immediately and strike first. Trip him while he's monologuing and run away laughing. Let's try to reason with him and de-escalate. You have to cross a dangerous river. How? Leap across the slippery rocks. Risk be damned. Build a makeshift raft from debris. Search upstream for a safer, shallower crossing. Wade straight through the bracing against the current. Search upstream. A merchant offers you a mysterious potion for all your gold. Politely decline the suspicious offer. Drink it instantly. Let's see what happens. Steal it. He shouldn't try to scam people. Refuse to waste your tough earned gold. Politely decline the suspicious offer. You've finally cornered the dungeon boss. What is your final move? A tricky feint to expose its back. A slow, impenetrable block and strike sequence. All-out reckless assault. Exploit its elemental weakness properly. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Element determined. Thoughtful and level-headed. You plan your every move. Your partner is Aquiri. Okay, start exploring. I'm blind. Base camp. Fast travel. Ancient city of Urz. Let's go to Urz. Ah. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can see. So this is instant. I think this is RPG Maker by the looks of this. I'm not 100% sure, but... this looks a bit... naja. Okay, so the perspective is fine, and the movement is also fine. I mean, this is instant, but it's also really not cutting off anything. So if I move forward and then turn right, it's also doing that. Turn forward, strafe right. Oh, and we are getting attacked, I guess. Let's do that then. Oh, the music is getting... Okay, let me reduce the volume furthermore, if we can do that now. Yeah. It's so the volumes of the different tracks used are somewhat different. Okay, so I have no idea what to do. Okay, we have 3 AP, we have 0 shields, we have 0 loot. And this, I guess, is what is beating what. So what can we do here? Can I swap these? Yeah. So it's a match 3. Sparkaloon wants to join. Allow it to join. You found gold. For speed. Okay. Ancient city of Urz. Ah, okay. Now we have 2 dragons here. Okay. So now that we see how instant movement works, let's switch to smooth. Okay, well this is also queuing up, also works perfectly. I think for you it's nicer to watch it that way, so I will just play it this way. I think if I would just play myself, I would probably go instant. But this is also perfectly fine. Maybe the turn could happen a little bit earlier, but yeah, it's queuing up is perfect. perfectly fine, the controls. Okay. But I still have no idea what I'm doing besides of match 3 mechanics. So Skylumi is air. And I guess this is air. And we could use the green stuff against air, but the thing is, we do not have any green stuff in here. This is gold. And we have 3 actions per turn. Okay. And this is, I guess, here. Uh-huh. 3 capture. This is damage then. Okay. Yeah, heal. But we didn't really need that. So that was probably stupid. Player turn. I mean, we can try to max out the loot we get. I don't know what that was. Maybe. Also, we have an. Because we have one character with air and one with fire, this means that there is air and some fire in there, but none of this. Okay. But right now, I don't think we can do anything. We cannot match these, right? They're actually not movable. Yeah, okay. I'm wondering if you might end up with a situation where you can't do anything, or maybe you can always just swap them around. Like, can we do this? No, we cannot. Huh. Okay, we can also just end the turn if we don't find an option, apparently. So, in here, I don't see anything we can do. Yeah. I don't think that there's anything, so we can only end. 2 IP remaining, yes, but there are no options, so we cannot move anything. Yes, enemy turn. Okay. And these are just like random things which are available basically or automatically available right at the start. So this is allowed to join, yeah. And now we also have an air dragon. Nice dragon. Okay, so we have a fire dragon now. Okay, it's already killing itself partially. Okay, but now we also have more stones and can move around more. We can build a shield here. This is fire, so we can put together air, but we do not have enough air. But we can use the heal. Is there anything else we can do here? I don't... There is something. Ouch. Didn't do anything. Maybe it cannot be harmed at all by fire. I'm not sure. Would be nice if we could do some more healing, but it doesn't seem like there's an option for that. So we will just go for this. Then we can heal that way. Now let me try something which might not work, which is just using fire on fire. It does work. I don't know why. Okay. Uh-huh. But now we didn't catch it because... I mean, this looks like RPG Maker, but I don't... And BGM is also something which... A description which usually only RPG Maker uses, which I haven't seen anywhere else. I remember the first time when I saw that and was like, what's BGM supposed to mean? I'm not sure if this is RPG Maker. Okay. I mean, this is very much unconventional. Okay, so we can do some healing. Get some additional... Get some additional loot. Or we do some damage. Let's do some damage. Okay, but now I can't do anything else. No. Okay, maybe that was not... Maybe the other option would have been better. Anyways, we can't do anything, so... Yes. Well, that... No damage at all. What I didn't get yet... is like the elemental... vulnerabilities. This is fire, so we are supposed to kill it with air, but there's nothing we can do about that. I don't think there's any option available anymore. Yeah, there are too many elements, so there's hardly anything you can use every turn. No, I don't see anything else. Oh. What? Can you just switch? Oh, they don't need to be next to each other. Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, of course, the situation looks very much different. Okay. Wants to join, allow it to join. But now we have... Okay. Huh. Maybe... Sparkle. Maybe the previous one got replaced then? And I guess with Akiri, that was just the starting character. It doesn't really matter then. Okay. Lulum. Okay, now let's try to... No, there's only 2 of them, so we can't do anything about that. Okay, Lulum. And is there anything else? We can get some additional loot. We can get some healing, but... Let's use this. This is 4. 8. Enemy turn. Going for some healing first. Farley. Okay, but it cannot join. Okay, so 3 seems to be the max then. So this is a bit weird though. Okay. I mean, we also do not have any options menu or so. I'm just pressing some random keys now, but... Nope. So even though it offered us that we let him join, there wasn't really... Cephalid, that's air. We would need to replace 9 damage. We need to replace that character then, but that's us. So maybe... No. Maybe the any other offerings are not really mechanically that they're doing anything. Also, right now, we do not have any indication about what the treasure is supposed to do. Cephalid. So it's not doing anything, right? It's not replacing a character. Oh. Oh. Fluffern. Man, it's extremely easy, so there hasn't been any chance of actually getting hurt, and we also don't really need to look for the elemental damage here. I mean, we can, but it seems like it's always just doubled, so... Allow to join. I mean, we can deny it the next time, but it's a bit weird. They look nice. 3 dark orbs. 4 is 8. And this is air, so we are supposed to use this. But it's always doubled. 3 air is 6 damage. I mean, we cannot use air. Again, 6 damage. Wants to join. Decline. 40 gold. We have 228 gold. Gold. Maybe this is just for a high score or something. This is fire. So we could try... Oh, we can just use this. This. Enemy turn. Use some healing. And more treasure. Fire. Can't do anything with this. We cannot reach that. Yeah, let's just do another heal then. And again, healing. And Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. And this. Oh, this is automatic. But yeah, maybe it becomes like there were 3 different levels, right? Maybe the other ones are more like we need to be more careful or something. But right now I can just click whatever I want, and it will be enough to go out of the fight without taking any damage. Mm-hmm. And yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. 22 damage. This is the Fire Guardian, so maybe the final boss even. I don't want to waste these just yet, so I will do this instead. But there are no other damage options for now. So yeah, let's waste these. Can't do any more damage, so I will just go for the gold. Mm-hmm. $17 damage. And this is fire, so we are supposed to do something with air, but not enough air stuff there. I mean, we can. Let's see if we also get double again. No, super effective, so that was a bit more. Yeah, it's basically battling on its own. Okay, let's see what happens here. Uh-huh. Also automatic. And this. We still have one more. Mm-hmm. This should be some super effective. Yeah, 9 damage. Okay. But it also seems the calculation for how many turns you need seems to be off, maybe. Found fire essence. I think we always got the bonus. 400. Party restored, game saved. Ah, travel back to camp. And we explored everything. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Now I see. We have a party here, and they have different like orb constellations here. Okay, that's cool. And that's also, I mean, this is very un-RPG Maker, so yeah. Let me have a quick look there. Yeah, I checked, but I don't think that's RPG Maker. I mean, if it was, it would be a very strong modification here. Okay. Can we... Yeah, we can click on them and then exchange them, I guess. These are shields. Heal. I mean, heal is nice, but... Also, maybe that's something which could have shown on screen, that we actually get them as a reserve. I'm wondering how... Cephalid is not doing any damage. Well, this is all nature stuff, so maybe that's not that bad. Okay, let's switch these. They all have 35 hit points. Also, there's no healing in there. Yeah. But then we have Sparkaloon. Okay, let's do it that way. Then we really focus on this here. Okay. That was managed party. But first I didn't even think that I could click on these. Oh, we have improve HP. Improve orbs. Oh. We are Aquiri. Ah, nice. Okay. I mean, this is very damage. So let's upgrade these. Yeah. Oh, there's another. Every time it costs to upgrade. Okay. Upgrade. 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 Maxed. Maxed. Okay. Improve HP. Current max. Pay 20 gold. Yes, but we do... Ah, there's our gold. Okay. I mean, I don't know what happens if character dies, but... we will just go with that now. Okay. Fast travel, and we save the rest. Forgotten Forests. New area. And the music is even louder now. Okay, let's reduce that further to 7%. Looks nice here. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of the plan. So, yeah. We still have one more, but... okay, let's get some more loot. And now... get some additional money. And some additional heal. And we could kill... we actually capture it now, if it's possible. Allow it to join. Yeah, it's like always 4 for speed. So I'm not sure if that's actually relevant. Or maybe if we kill it within just one turn that we get a bonus or something, and that 4 is the baseline. Which is a bit odd, but okay. And that's Earth. And yeah, did not do that much. And that should be automatic, yeah. And automatic. Yeah. And okay, allowed to join for speed. Okay. Rather vast area here. And chain reaction. Chain reaction. Not very effective, but it's still fine. Yeah, okay. Ouch. No, not ouch. We didn't even get any damage. 4 damage. Okay. And that. Okay. I also don't see why we always, like, this is always the same. It's 0 plus 10, even though it looked like we should get loot. So maybe I'm doing something wrong there. It seems like we can also avoid a lot of enemies, and the game is very easy, so... Okay, doubled, but... So we killed it in the first turn, and we still get this base value, so... I think this might not work. Let me have a quick look into the comments and see... I mean, it was not mentioned as a known bug, right? Yeah, let me have a look into the comments and see if this was also mentioned by someone. No mention of that, so... I'm not sure. Maybe nobody noticed. Maybe this is a relic from another game, but... Yeah. Zit. Chain reaction. No, this didn't do anything. Oh, maybe it did. Okay. So we have 18 loot here. 27 loot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 54 loot. And it says just you found gold, nothing, plus 10 times fall speed. But here it says 54. But we do have an uneven number, 759. So let's see how much we have after the next battle. I mean, if we always get 40, we can... I mean, I bought something, so maybe... Let's make sure that we get some loot. The enemy didn't do anything, or didn't see. Yeah, the shield is kind of pointless so far. Oh, okay, we can also exchange these. Okay, I didn't realize that. So we have 18 loot. And there it says we got 40. So do we have 777, or do we have 789? We have not gained any gold. This is exactly the same value as before. This makes no sense. Okay. Now I really have no idea what is going on with this. Automatic, and next automatic. Double. Okay, so we have 21 loot this time. It stays at the same value. I think there's something broken with that, but then I also... There's not really a purpose. I mean, we get gold by collecting these, but enemies seem to be kind of pointless then. Okay, where do we need to go? Okay, and this is the boss. We can use this. This is water. And we still have one move left. Now let's get some coins. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. But usually we do so much stuff automatic. Okay. Yeah. Water essence. And we can also travel back to camp. So it seems like fighting these enemies has no impact. Improve orbs, and we will keep the same group. I think that was decent. I mean, this character isn't great. We should have another Earth character, which, yeah. Especially as the additional treasure orbs, the gold orbs, they have no purpose then. Or maybe I didn't get something, but from what I can see, they have no purpose. So we will just max these. Okay. And we get to the archives. Okay, now we've got the library. Okay, it's following us. Blum. Gold. Of course, we also don't really know what to expect in terms of boss enemies, so it's not like we could adjust our party for that. Okay, I need to go past this one. Automatic. And it's going on, and it's going on. Yeah. Oh, oops. Okay. and 5, and that's toast immediately. No, not yet. Now it is. Yeah. Another treasure. Okay, this is just additional treasure, but it doesn't seem like we would need to go there. Okay. Gold, gold. Okay, let's go back. So this was not really leading to anything. Huh. Yeah, it was a pretty long path for not leading to anything, so... Okay. But this also looks like a dead end. Bloop! That. Ah, there it is. We're taking 37 damage. So we might want to block some of that damage so that at least we are not getting killed by that attack now. Yeah. And with that, we should have won. No, I don't think we can. Let's do this. Ah, yeah. Okay. There's the port option. There's the air essence. Back to camp. So we can improve HP, but it's so easy to just block that. That is also not really necessary. So let's just improve more orbs. And not that this is necessary, but I will do it anyways. So, fast travel. Let's go to the abandoned mine. Also, looks nice. Give me your gold. There's also a lamp. Okay. Different music again. So there's nothing in here. Let's go back. Ah. Not effective. So in this case, we should probably use this instead. Not that it matters too much. Okay, let's heal up. And toast. Okay. Okay, we need to go into this other direction. Okay, it is following us. No. And one more. But there's nothing we can use to do damage, I guess. So, unless we try to combine stuff, but I don't see how that would work. So, let's just go with more loot, which... yeah, which does nothing, unfortunately. Okay. Gold! More gold. Also, I like that you can see all the enemies in-game and you do not have random encounters running around in these long dungeons. Feels fine because the controls are great and there are no random encounters. Okay. Oh, no automatic actions this time. Okay, what should we do here? This is Earth. So this is actually not doing a lot of damage. So we might run into a bit of a problem. I'd like to have these together. But I don't think that I can get there. No. This might actually be a more tricky fight now. Let's do this first so that we can get some new ones. Yeah, but not helping much. So I should probably prepare for impact. And it's toast. Okay. But this is exactly what I mentioned before. Because we do not know which enemies are expecting us, we can also not do specific preparations. So we will not be able to beat this enemy. We are simply... we can't put the... We basically need too much of these orbs we don't have. Yeah, I mean, I can do a little bit of damage here and there. But now, it's there. Oh, still alive. No. Also just 6 damage. 50 damage. But it really doesn't matter what we do now. Unless we have a lot of luck and everything handles itself, but I cannot count that. So we get the next attack and the next death. And with that, we are toast. Yeah. So defeat, enter to go back to camp. We can just retry that. Okay. Improve HP. So we basically need to be able to survive one... Oh, we still have a lot of... Okay. To survive one attack. So this is 2 attacks. Mm-hmm. Alright. Okay, out of money. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, and... Okay, we still have the map. So it's very... And we can collect the stuff again. Uh-huh. Enemies are back as well. Also the ones which are running around. I will just try my luck again. Now we have upgraded the party, not specifically for that. I mean, I could have changed party members, but I will just try that again now. And because we have a longer survival time, we should also be able to do that with not the optimal damage. Yeah, I mean 12 damage is still damage. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And another one. Okay. Huh. 17. 9. And 8. Boop. No damage at all. Okay. And toast. Okay. So we got the Earth Essence. And now we have the dilapidated ruins. Okay. Improve. Yes. Improve orbs. Upgrades. Upgrades. Oh, no, not possible. Okay. Okay. And this is the final boss. And of course we are very limited in our options here. But like with the previous boss, I think it's neutral actually. Maybe it's rotating stuff. But I think that should be fine. Bloop. Yeah. 43 block. 57 damage. Let's do the obvious thing then. 24. And 24. And dead. Finally, the Elder Dragon is free from whatever curse was ailing it. Thanks for playing. Alright. Okay. Dragon Orbs. Yeah, was a nice, technically a nice game in... Oh, no game is set. Ah, okay. So, graphics are nice. The everything fits well together. The controls are great. The perspective is great. Music is, well, not super specific, but very fitting. So it's also nice. Yeah, the combat, this match 3 thing is okay. But yeah, I think there is some potential lost on the way with probably what the developer intended to have there, like this additional gold when doing the fights. But after having played through the game, I also do not think that the game was balanced to get this additional gold for these fights, because that would not have worked at all. You would have so much gold that your party would be invincible after the first section of the game. So, but I think that would be something like, yeah, having maybe just increase all the prices, but also get the gold from fights so that you are rewarded to be efficient as possible. But of course, there's the inherent problem, which I was basically aiming for. You have a vast advantage of just collecting as many orbs of the same type as possible, and then the game basically plays itself by just having everything at the start which is fitting together, and then you win. So there's that. So I think that can't be done much more. I think what I initially thought would have been the case, that you, well, not just the adjacent ones, maybe that would also be an option, to only move the adjacent gems and to limit it that way, but have the dark orbs fixed so that you cannot move them. Maybe that would have changed a little bit, but on the other hand, that would have also pushed further towards just unifying all the gems. So there's that. The game, the mini game thing has its limits, I would say. But I mean, for this game now, it worked pretty much, as mentioned. With the reward at the end of the battle would have been nice to not just have something listed which has no impact to the game. But overall, a very nice entry by... And I need to check my list again. So that was Dragon Orbs by Fluburbio. And if you want to check out the game, then you will find a link down in the video description. And thanks to Fluburbio for sending in the game to the jam. Thanks to you all for watching this episode. And if you're interested in seeing more, then you can check out the playlist linked down in the video description. And you can see all the games I've played so far, and yeah, if you check back later or subscribe to the channel, you will also see the other videos. And with that, thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.